we've met every goal, both from a throughput, quality, and energy efficiency.
Ispat Inland, located in East Chicago, Indiana, is one of North America's largest integrated steel producers. The mill primarily produces sheet steel for automotive and appliance manufacturers. The facility's hot strip mill produces around 6 million tons annually, but that capacity had been limited by its furnaces.
We had 2 walking beam furnaces and 2 older pusher furnaces. The pusher furnaces were capable of making production capacity, but not the proper quality. We needed to eliminate those furnaces and replace them with a 3rd walking beam furnace. So the first goal was to debottleneck our hot strip mill and eliminate this furnace limitation we had. Second goal was to improve the quality of the product that we roll in the hot mill, and the walking beam furnaces definitely do that. And really the third issue was to conserve energy, to be able to reheat these slabs in the most efficient manner possible.
To optimize output from its furnaces, Ispat looked to the DeltaV digital automation system from the automation supplier it had relied on for nearly 30 years, Emerson Process Management.
We searched a lot for the control system. We elected to stay with the DCS system. And that's turned out to be an excellent choice. We've stayed with a product line that we're comfortable with, and even though this was our first DeltaV installation on our site, it's proven to be all as good as anything we've seen before with past both Rosemont and Provox systems.
The transition was easy.
The DeltaV was installed in the same cabinets as the old Rosemont RMV 9000, and it was normally done when a furnace went down for an outage. We had it down for an extended period of time where we had the time to go in there, rip out all the old equipment, put in all the new equipment, and wire it all up, and it went pretty smoothly.
Yes, I was involved with the startup commissioning of the new furnace, number 4 furnace, and also the switchover of 5 and 6 furnace. It was pretty straightforward. We were working with a great engineering firm. They had everything planned out, laid out very well. The switchover on each furnace took about a week.
Ispat's operators adapted readily to the digital automation system.
I was training for heater on the old Rosemont, and then they took it out and they put the new stuff in it. The new stuff's a lot easier to work with.
I don't think they realized they struggled so much until they got the new system. And now when they look at those same operators look back on what they used to use, I think it's more in disbelief that they were able to run as well as they did.
Engineering the digital system was another cost savings for Ispat.
The project met all of its objectives in time.
I would repeat the experience that we had with the startup of the DeltaV system. We wanted one thing, and it was exactly what was delivered.
Well, I think one of the advantages we had in this integration process is before we had an older Rosemont RMV system that had been very tightly coupled to the furnace models and furnace control supervisory system. So we already had that experience of how to make the linkage. So I think converting to DeltaV was actually very, very simple.
The MMI change, any type of MMI changes that an operator or a maintenance technician might ask me to do is fairly straightforward, fairly easy. It could be done within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what they needed.
The enriched process information in the digital system allows Ispat to diagnose and tighten its process control.
I believe the trending and the record keeping that DeltaV offers with their system is useful in my position as a troubleshooter, system integrator, to troubleshoot day-to-day problems that we might encounter out in the field. For example, the other day we had a problem with a damper control where I was able to go in, look at the trend, see exactly where it was starting to fail, how it was failing, and from there we could come up with procedures or different methods of catching this sooner before it causes extended delay time.
Certain combustion data is brought up to what we call our level 6. It could be fuels, fuel flows, combustion air flow for each zone in the furnace. dropout temperatures, calculated temperature of the bar throughout the furnace. All those variables are brought on into our level 2 computer.
I can find problems on this system here by taking the mouse and going to different things. You get an alarm on the bottom, it takes you right to the problem. Real good.
The system itself, the DeltaV system, has software designs in it, safety features, where if we've got a problem out there, it'll shut the furnace down.
Okay, if I go into the screens to find out problem, I get a delay light, and I go to that delay light, it takes me right to the problem. And then if I can't correct it, I call a mechanical or electrical. If it's their problem, I let them know and they go correct it before we shut down or anything. These screens that we have here is very good. I like them. Don't take them away.
And asset management makes troubleshooting easy.
The heart communication feature on the Rosemont transmitters is very useful as far as troubleshooting the transmitters, configuring the transmitters, making corrections to any drift or changes in range. It makes it very simple, and we could do it remotely, either from the pulpit or right at the transmitter. As far as changing out a part or something like that, a transmitter, let's say, it's a lot easier with the DeltaV system.
Most important, the digital automation system delivered the control benefits Ispat was looking for.
We have seen with the new DeltaV and some of the other improvements we've made in the hot mill, we're experiencing delay rates which are under 1% a year, which is really outstanding for automation systems.
The new DeltaV control system and the furnaces have helped us improve our product quality. It's just what they were intended to do, and it does it. So.
If we look at what we call our basic KPIs that we use to justify this capital investment, one of the KPIs was a 0.3 of an MMBTU per ton reduction in fuel consumption for the new furnace, and that we've achieved. The existing furnaces were running at around 1.7, 1.6, depending on where they're at in their repair cycle. The new furnace very clearly came in at 1.2. And so we've met that energy savings goal.
These performance indicators had a direct impact on Ispat's bottom line.
Probably the thing that's most significant in this market, if you have an asset like a hot strip mill, that people are scheduled 20 turns a week, whatever you could do to get additional throughput through that mill is very, very important, because you've covered your fixed cost with some base load. Now these additional or incremental tons allow you to really enjoy a very nice profit margin that you can't do normally.
But profit margins can only be maintained with reliable performance.
The reliability of the DeltaV thus far has been very good.
It's been very stable and a very robust product for us.
Yeah, I can trust this system here because I haven't had no problems with this system. I mean, it's been real good.
Reliable products and reliable support from Emerson's local business partners.
One thing about the DeltaV product that's been useful for us is the support that we get from the NovaSpec organization. So having a local supplier, or rep I should say, maybe like NovaSpec, is a good combo to go with the product.
If I have any problems, I could give them a call. They're usually at their desk. They'll pick up the phone. You know, they know who I am. They answer my questions to the best of their ability, and 99.9% of the time it solves my problem the very same day.
Yeah, if we look at the addition of the third or new furnace, we've met every goal.
We've been able to increase our throughput with our furnaces, decrease our gas consumption.
We also installed DeltaV and new control models on the two existing furnaces, and we also received a substantial improvement in performance there. I think the improvements come about because of three things. One, we have better mill pacing, which is a higher level model. Second, we have better, we'll say, furnace scheduling, which also is a higher level model. And then I think DeltaV gives us the kind of flexibility and response time we need to respond to these higher level models. And that's where we've seen the benefit, even in the existing furnaces.